Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are rebuilding the Utah Jazz in NBA 2K26. Like I said, trying to rebuild every single team in NBA 2K26, and today we got the Utah Jazz, and obviously the Jazz team is quite an interesting team. They're probably not going to be a good team for a lot of years at this point. We all know they're probably going to be at the bottom of the West. A lot of people have them ranked the 15th seed in the Western Conference, which is for a good reason. This team obviously isn't the best team by any means. They have Laurie Markkinen, they have Walker Kessler, they have guys like Isaiah Collier, Keontae George, but I don't think the team's going to make any noise in the Western Conference. No one else stacked the West. Is probably the worst team in the Western Conference, but obviously they're rebuilding teams. They're obviously, I guess, trying to tank. But they did obviously, they did trade a lot of their pieces this offseason. Traded Colin Sexton to the Charlotte Hornets for Yusuf Nurkic. That was really it. And then they also went ahead and traded, or they bought out Jordan Clarkson. He ended up signing with the Knicks. And then I believe that's all they did. They might have did more. I'm just forgetting. But they drafted Ace Bailey as well in the draft with the, fifth overall pick. Was controversial at the time. There were rumors saying he didn't want to go to Utah, but I think that's all figured out now. They did make some trades as well. They did go ahead and take on Georges Niang from the Boston Celtics. They were in a 3-team trade. Oh yeah, they traded John Collins. That's the thing I was forgetting. I know it's forgetting one. They traded John Collins to the Clippers in a 3-team trade that landed them Kyle Anderson. And I honestly think that's it. I don't think they got the first round pick or anything. They got Kyle Anderson and Kevin Love from the deal, I'm pretty sure. And they also drafted Walter Clayton in the first round as well. Cody Williams is a rookie that I don't think he's going to play in the G League. I guess we'll call him up. But yeah, obviously it's a lot going on. Then Kenny Amaro from the team last year, still on the team. But I heard Kevin Love could also get bought out, so we'll see if that has been happening. 2K might already cut somebody instead of Kevin Love. But all right, efficiency, we are running a balanced system. Your rotation is nothing how. Or okay, they want to run Keontae George, Ace Bailey, Laurie Markkinen, Kyle Filipowski, Walker Kessler, Isaiah Collier, Yusuf Nurkic, Bryce Sensabaugh, Georges Niang. And I'm gonna go 11-man rotation, honestly. Like this year is about to be bad. I can already see it. I don't really want to play Georges Niang. Instead, I'm gonna give these minutes to Cody Williams. And I also want to give Walter Clay minutes as well. So Cody Williams wanted him to develop, obviously, with Jalen Williams' brother. And I'm going to give Walter Clayton 13 minutes off the bench. We're also playing Taylor. So we're playing all the young guys that need to play, obviously. Going to give them all the room in the world. We'll do something like that. And I'll see you guys at the end of this season. We might even stop at the trade deadline and explore a Laurie Markkinen trade, which could definitely happen. I think so. SGA wins the MVP at the end of this season. Cooper Flag is your Rookie of the Year. Malik Monk's your sixth man. Wimby's your defensive player. Most people are going to Mons Zealous. Clutch player going to John Morant. Coach, you're going to Kid. Zachary Staples is your executive. But at the end of the season, we obviously didn't make the playoffs. We finished off about 24-58, so the second worst record in the league, I believe. I guess we can look at the offensive and defensive. We're probably bottom last in both. So offensive rating, we were 27, so one of the worst offenses in the league. Defensive rating, we were 28th, so we had a bottom 5 offense and defense league, which is expected. Our team sucks, honestly, but we had about 21 for Mark, and its value should be high in the offseason, hopefully. I just don't know if the contract, though. 14 from Keontae George. I actually did try to trade Laurie Markkinen at the trade deadline, but it just didn't really work out. We'll trade him in the offseason, though. We have 14 from Ace Bailey, so obviously we're going to try to build something good around him. 11 from Isaiah Collier, 11 from Sensabaugh, 10 from Nurkic, 10 from Filipowski, 7 from Kessler, 6 from Walter Clayton, 4 from Cody Williams, and then 3 from Taylor Hendricks. So we're going to see who wins the championship. It is going to be the Pacers and the Mavericks, and the Pacers going to win the championship. Obviously, Halliburton should be out throughout the season, but oh well. All right, heading the player retirements, we got LeBron James. Al Horford went to the Lakers. He's retiring as well. Then everybody's retired. Wow, end of an era here. Kevin Love retires, the Utah Jazz. I tried to trade him too, but that didn't work out. But heading into the draft lottery, we are going to have our pick. We are projected the Thunder pick. Wait, I'm going to lie. All these picks are just wrong. I don't know what it is, but we are going to finish with the 5th overall pick in the draft. It sucks. We were projected number 2, but now we're going to fall to 5. How bad is that, man? Oh, well. Okay, we're going to have the 5th overall. We're not going to get AJ Boozer or anybody high like that. Have to be somebody in this range, which definitely does suck. I can't lie with you, but I don't think there's anyone who could trade up either. I love that let's get a top 3 pick. I mean, maybe the Thunder will want to. So, like I said, there's a bunch of picks that are wrong, which I will fix them. Let me do that really quickly. Then I'll show you guys a Laurie Markkinen trade that we can hopefully do. So I fixed most of the picks in the draft, and now like I said, I'm gonna see if I can trade Laurie Marketing. I did move him to power forward at first, but I'm gonna see what I can trade for Laurie Marketing. So the team I have interested in probably Laurie Marketing would be the Detroit Pistons or the San Antonio Spurs. One of those. So I'm gonna try the Spurs first. So Kellen Johnson, they have cap space. They can make the Spurs. So obviously he'd be a really good floor spacer next to Wemby. I'm not even going to ask for that much, honestly. They don't really have that much to offer. So, I mean, I don't really want to take on Luke Cornett's contract. I'd much rather have somebody different. I don't think there's any way we give a sell either. So, I might just have to settle on this, honestly. So, unless we can make a signing trade for so on, but I don't think we can even do that yet. So, they have the 18th pick, I guess. I'm going to lie. The Pistons might have a better trade offer. I feel like the Pistons will make more sense, though. They have 21. I want to get a higher pick in this draft, and I guess the Spurs have the pick. Would another team be interested in Laurie Marketing? Possibly. That's in the lottery. Like, what? I'm gonna see. So, Wizards, Hornets. I forgot the fix one pick, but the Thunder pick. 2K, you gotta fix these picks, dude. The Heat. I don't know if any of the teams will trade a lottery pick for Laurie Marketing. So, let me fix that Thunder pick, and then I'm probably going to trade Lamar to either one of those teams. So that Thunder pick is actually top 4 protected to the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers obviously have that pick. They get to their overall pick. So, all right, hopefully I'm done fixing picks now, and I'm going to see if I can trade Laurie Marketing. The Spurs. So Marketing is finally gone. We went ahead and traded Laurie Martin to the Spurs, as well as Kyle Anderson, and our 2 second-round picks for Keldon Johnson, Luke Cornett. They're picking this draft a future Bucks pick swap, and then a 2030 pick swap from the Dallas Mavericks, and that got us Laurie Martin out of here. But, we do have to take on the contracts of Luke Cornett and Keldon Johnson now, which I'm fine with, honestly. Contract is, he's under contract for 2 more years, but after that, it is not guaranteed. So opt out of it in 2028. So we'll be good, obviously. The plan is to, obviously, we officially blown this thing up. We have no more, Laurie Marketing. Walker, because there's somebody I want to re-sign. He could be a center in the future, but now our team just isn't good, bro. We're going to upgrade, obviously. This is probably going to be one of our hardest rebuilds. It might be our longest rebuild, but I'm ready for the challenge. We have the 5th overall pick in the draft. Let's see what we can get with that. So number 1 is going to be Darren Peterson. Number 2 will be AJ DeBanzda. Number 3 will be Cameron Boozer. Number 4 is going to be Kareem Lopez. And then number 5, we got Mikal Brown on the board. You guys from the last video know how good Mikal Brown was. So Low Keating is going to be the pick here. I haven't taken Nate Ahmed in a minute, so we could take him too. But I've actually seen Nate Ahmed be terrible in this sim. I know it sounds crazy, but this guy isn't good in this sim. Mikal Brown is an absolute dog, and he's the best player I see. So Mikal Brown, welcome to Utah. Then this pick from the Spurs, who ended up being pick 18. We got Hans, we got Benny, we got Kobe Pete. I'm not going to recreate the same draft I did in the Pelicans video. I'm obviously going to switch it up. So I guess we could take Hans. I mean, all-star, starter. Is All-NBA or All-Star better? Or I'm guessing All-Star would be better. So we're gonna take John Johnson. I haven't taken him. See how much he develops. So no, sure. John Johnson, welcome to the team. We'll take 2 guards here. Mikal Brown and John Johnson. Collier, we'll accept everybody here. Qualifying offers. By the way, how good did Cody Williams play for us? Because I know he's used to be bad at 2K25, but if he developed this season, he could be a rotational player. So free agency, Walker Kessler, spotted we're obviously going to re-sign, so he's not asking for a lot of money. So $23 million for about 4 years wouldn't be a bad deal. We get to $22 million, that'd be a steal. So $88 million for 4 years for Walker Kessler. We're earlier now to everybody else. I don't want anybody else back, so we can have a clean slate for the future. We do have some cap space. We have enough cash for a max player, so we have a lot of money to spend if we even want to. So, yeah, we're heavily below the secondary, which is great. All right, so we have Isaiah Collier, Keontae George, Mikal Brown. I think what I'll do is I'll move one of these guys to the 2. So Keontae George is going to slide down to the 2. He stays the same. We'll see how much he develops for us then. Walter Clayton, I want him playing as well, so we'll have to see. But I do want Mikal Brown to start, obviously. Who develops the most here. Might even move Walter Clayton to the 2. We'll see. Keontae George and John Johnson, Ace Bailey, Sinsaba, Cody Williams. So it's all about development here. Keldon Johnson will play a huge role in the rotation. Filipowski and Hendricks. And I guess all we need is, we don't really need anything. I'm going to roll in this season just like this. I want to see how bad we really could be, see what lottery pick we can add. I'm not going to do anything else. So Kessler is up 2 overalls. Ace Bailey still 19 years old, up to an 83 overall. George did develop to an 82. Okay, Collier didn't go up much. Neither did Filipowski, Kellen Johnson. Cincinnati did go up to a 78. Now, I don't know much he'll ask for in free agency, so I'm kind of tempted to trade him at the trade deadline, but we'll see. Walter Clayton's up to a 77. Cody Williams developing, huh? Okay. We had about, oh, Taylor Hendricks developed those. Player progression is great, obviously. I still want Mikael Brown to be the starter, but we'll obviously figure out. Might even run 11-man deep this year. This will be probably one of our worst years in Utah Jazz history, but I honestly think we'll be fine. Push up Ace Bailey shot Tennessee. We still have some other guys, scoring the ball as well. We'll be fine, I think. Okay, so Ace Bailey shot Tennessee. So I'm gonna push this up to no, I'm gonna push it up to a 90. I want to see what this guy can really do, bro. And then I'm not going to mess with really anybody else's. So we'll do that. Power ranking lands is 28th. We are running a balanced system. Will Hardy's the head coach. So I said I don't want to really start Isaiah because I want to have him come off the bench for Mikael Brown. So I'm going to put up Vorsnar starter, and I'm going to fix the rotation for you guys. How does I want the rotation to look like? So Mikael Brown, Keontae George, Ace Bailey, Taylor Hendricks, Kessler. We're going to have Filipowski be the backup center. Collier, Kellen Johnson, Cincinnati. I'll move Walter Clayton and backup shooting guard. Cody Williams to get these last minutes off the bench or something like that. I'll see y'all at the end of the season. Anthony Edwards wins the MVP at the end of the season. Boozer Rookie of the Year, Tyler 6 men. But at the end of the season, we once again did make the play. I think we were worse than last year, actually. We finished off 21-26. That might have been the exact same record as last year, I'm going to lie with you. But still not great, but I do understand. We had 23 from Ace Bailey. So Ace Bailey starting to show signs of being a superstar. He's always shooting great from three. 15 from Keontae George, 15 from Mikael Brown. So Mikael Brown is really going to be great for the future. 10 from Johnson, 9 from Collier, 9 from Filipowski, 9 from Cincinnati. 7 from Walter Clayton, 7, 6, and then 3 from Cody Williams. We got the Timberwolves and the Pacers, and the Pacers still can't get it done. They're going to get swept. But, all right, inside the draft lottery, we're going to see what pick we're going to land. We are projected a couple lottery. We're projected 12 from the Lakers, which we do have, I'm pretty sure. And then we have the 7th pick from the Milwaukee Bucks we're projected. And I'm pretty sure we own the Thunder pick. I don't know why, since we don't. So we're probably going to end up with 3 lottery picks in the draft. As the Thunder pick is going to finish 5th, which I'm pretty sure we should have. We own 9 and 12, as we all know. But from the word marketing trade. So I'm pretty sure we should have our own unprotected pick. I'll look into it, but I'm pretty sure we should have that pick. Is our pick. I don't know why Sweetest Thunder has it. 2K needs to fix that. We have 3 lottery picks in this draft. Sure, we could trade out, but I think we need all the rookies we can get. Oh, forgot to fix one pick. The Chicago Bulls pick. Look, I might as well let it play out. I'll fix one more pick for the rest of the video, but after this, I'm not fixing no more draft picks, dude. 2K is honestly so dumb. This pick is lottery protected. So it goes to the Blazers. We have to do all this myself, dude. This is absolutely insane. I'm sending it back, dude. I'm sending it back. I don't know why he freaking keeps doing that, but okay. Now, should we make a trade with the Blazers to get the number 1 overall pick, or should we just let it ride? Low key. I mean, I feel like I always trade up in every video, so I mean, I'll just stay. It sucks we can't get Stokes. Also heard this draft class isn't that good, so I guess we shouldn't really trade everything, right? So number 1 is going to be Christian Collins, though. Wow. Number 2 is going to be Hugo. So if we would have had 3, we would be getting Tyron Stokes, but no way the Celtics pass up on Stokes, right? Should we trade up and try to get Tyron Stokes low-key? So we trade up by 1. Like, is there any other better player in the draft guys we should be worrying about? Stokes is the best player, apparently, so yeah, let's trade up 1 overall to get Stokes. Now that we're here, so we might as well, right? So Stokes, I know the Celtics are 100% taking him, so I'll give you 5. And I mean, what do we even have to offer? I mean, I give you Cody Williams. I give you Luke Cornett. Agrees. I mean, I can't get it done. How about 26? Okay, we trade basically nothing. We get okay, we trade up 1. So Tyron Stokes, we're going to take him, obviously, right? And then 5, they take Cameron Williams. We also have the 9th overall pick as well. Caleb Holt is here. I low-key think he'll be the pick. He developed really nicely. Or Brandon McCoy. I mean, one of those guys would be great. I'm going to take Caleb Holt, though. 10 is going to be Cameron. 11 is going to be Caleb Gaskins, which means 12, we got Jason Crow. He's only starter potential, though. Starter, all-star. So you might go. I'm going to go with Jordan Smith or I think it'll be Jordan Smith or Brandon McCoy. And, okay, 6'3", 6'7" wingspan, 6'4", 6'9" wingspan. But it shouldn't really matter too much. I guess we'll go with Brandon McCoy. So, Brandon McCoy, welcome to the team. I think we had a pretty good draft. Stokes, Caleb Holt, Brandon McCoy. We trade up to get Stokes, obviously. Ace Bailey, we're going to accept. Filipowski, Collier, and then accept everybody here. I'm looking thinking about declining Cody Williams. He's just so bad in 2K, dude. I don't know what it is, but I don't think I'll be willing to pay Keontae George 30 million. I do like him as a player, but 30 million just seems a little too crazy. So unless that asking price goes down, I don't think I'm going to pay him. Taylor Hendricks, I guess we give him like 6 million for 3 years. I'm not going to bring back Kellen Johnson. Then Sinsaba, I guess I wouldn't hate. I mean, he's a pretty good shooter. He'd be a good fit with the team, and he might not be getting any playing time. So I don't think we bring back Bryce Sensabaugh either, man. We're probably gonna roll with this, and then we'll see how. So Taylor Hendricks is the only guy that I'm gonna resign for now, and then we got that going for us. What do we have for us? We have Collier, so Mikael Brown, Brandon McCoy. We have Walter Clayton Jr., Caleb Holt, John Johnson, Ace Bailey, Terrence Stokes, Cody Williams, Hendricks, Kessler, Filipowski, and then Luke Cornett. So I think the obvious thing to go is to get a power forward here. But I don't. Should we move it? Should we just move Stokes to power forward? The Ace Bailey can obviously shoot really well, so it'll all depend on play progression. I'll sign like a bridge power forward just in case if there's anybody. We don't have any cast space. Actually, we do have cast space. We all have that cast space, but I don't really see a phrase, and I really want to come to Utah, and it's too late now. So who can we sign for like a minimum or something like that? So I see Jeremy Son. I also see Santi Aldama. He'll be a good minimum option to sign. So we're going to sign Santi Aldama. Sinsaba, I'm going to let him go to Ward. I'm actually not going to match that. There's no really room for him in the rotation. I should have traded him at the trade line. There's no room for him. So I'll let him. We're not going to match it. We're going to let him go to Golden State. And then Keontae George, low-key, I might not match him either, but there might be where we can sign a trade. Keontae George is losing him for nothing, obviously. So that's what I'll do. I'll sign a trade Keontae George for something. So paying him 13 million is a little too crazy, though, because I don't know, would any team even want this, but I'll see if I'll sign and trade him instead of letting him go off for nothing, obviously. Maybe we should have traded some of these guys, but I'll see what I'll do. If I'll let him walk in free agency. So never mind. Sam and I went to the Timberwolves, but do we just want to let go? Okay, he has a big offer now. I waited too long, so I'll let him go to the Clippers. I know losing our young players like this isn't ideal, though. How about this? If we could sign Keontae George, I'm going to work out a signing trade with the Clippers. So I'm going to sign Keontae George back, hopefully. And then if the Clippers want to work out a signing trade for him, I do that. So we're going to pay him, but not really. So we're going to obviously get up. We're going to sign trade him right away to the Clippers because obviously I don't want him. So the Clippers, what do you have to offer, honestly? You guys should have money to take him on. So how about you guys give me some young players. Say Cam Christie, Yannick Hauser, and then maybe instead of Yannick, we can just take on Cam Christie, Anthony Thompson, and a future first-round pick for Canada. This is all you have to give me. And they really, bro, you guys aren't really saying yes to that. Okay. How about Luke Cornett? Let I get it done. Oh, how about a second-round pick? Not a first, second-round pick. Okay, this is getting insane. I'm making them agree to this. This is insane. I'm about to make this team agree. I'm going to force them to do it. I mean, I guess I can give you John Johnson. He might develop, though. Do you guys would have any interest in Cody Williams, though? Well, that's the thing. I don't know. Just freaking agree to the trade, bro. I'm going to make them agree to this so we can get this deal done. This is nonsense. All right, so we just signed and traded Keontae George, and I think we're good now. Whoever plays power forward will play power forward, So, yeah, I'll go straight to player progression now, see how much these guys develop. Bailey's up to, 89? Shout out to Arias, man. He's developed a lot in this video. Warren Kessler's up. Mikael Brown's up 5. I told you guys about him. Filipowski, Cody Williams. I'm glad I didn't just give up on him. He's up to 81, so I guess he could be the backup small forward. I don't think Hendricks will be a starting power forward, honestly, seeing how this is looking like. I'm looking at everybody, though. Collier didn't really develop much in this video at all. He was at 79 when I think this started, and he hasn't really done much to impress me. So this time, instead of losing a player for nothing, I'm going to see if I can trade Clayton's up as well. I'm going to see if I can trade Isaiah Collier at the trade line, because I'm already knowing in past 2Ks he asked for a lot of money, but I can't agree with you and say this contract sliders are quite different. But I have no interest in re-signing Isaiah Collier past this offseason. So he will be a trade piece 100% at the deadline. Whoever wants him will get him, I guess. So Mikael Brown, Walter Clayton Jr., Ace Bailey, Taylor Hendricks. So I'm going to switch this up once again. Your rotation heading into the season is Mikael Brown, Walter Clayton, Ace Bailey, and it'll be instead. Still want to start Taylor Hendricks, man. I was thinking about starting Terrence Stokes, but I thought that would fix it. But the plan was to have Stokes start and have Hendricks come off the bench. So Hendricks will come off the bench this year. We'll have Mikael Brown, Clayton, Bailey, Stokes, Kessler, Filipowski, Cody Williams. We'll see what he can finally do this year with 25 minutes off the bench. Collier, Hendricks, and Cam Christie as a 10-man rotation. I mean, it does suck not playing these four guys, but for now, they will be out of the rotation. And I'll see y'all. Hopefully, we can be a playing team. At least something, show some improvement. We'll see. So far, it's looking pretty solid, but we'll see. At the end of the season, Shay's your MVP, but I'm gonna tell you guys, this season was really weird. I mean, like really, really weird. Shout out to Terrence Stokes win the MVP. He what? What do you mean he shot 0% from three? Okay, I think I know the issue actually. His 3-point tendencies might be down for whatever reason. The draft class creator didn't have him with 3-point tendencies. I'm pretty sure this guy could shoot. 6-man Kittle Bolston on the Magic. But yeah, I show you guys this seed. Trey Johnson, clutch player, but we ended up making the playoffs as the 5th seed. It's crazy. I know. I didn't expect it either. And our record, I think we should be a lot better. We won 56 games. We're only the 5th seed. That's how close this freaking Western Conference was. 56 and 26. That's only the 5th seed. Dude, in the East, that's getting you the number 1 seed. We were literally better than the whole Eastern Conference. The top 6 teams in the West was better than the whole Eastern Conference. That is absolutely crazy to say. This is how good the Western Conference is. The East just freaking sucks, man. But Ace Bailey cooked, dude. 28 points per game, 7 rebounds, 43% from three. He's shooting like one of his main problems in this game. That's right there, but 6'10", small forward, absolutely cooking, man. 17 from Mikael Brown, 15 from Stokes. Next season, we'll give Stokes a 3-point shot. 12 from Filipowski, 11 from Isaiah Collier, 9.5 from Clayton, 7 from Cody Williams. He shot about 27% from threes. It'll be interesting to see if we bring him back or not. 6 from Cam Christie, 6 from Kessler, and then 5 from Hendricks, 2 from McCoy. He only played like 1 minute I've seen, bro. Around one, we do got the Minnesota Timberwolves. So Rob Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniel, Julius Randle. Oh, I also didn't tell you guys. I signed Billy Donovan as our head coach. I'll do good with Billy Donovan, so I signed him in the free agency, head coaching free agency. Round 3-0 though. Guess we're gonna lose. Yeah, we're on reports to game 7. So all right, good start. We do lose in round 1 to the more experienced team. It is a great start to this Utah Jazz. I did not expect to be a good team this early, but we were just like that. So draft lottery time. We are gonna be projected. Probably obviously not in the lottery because we're obviously a good team. How about the Warriors number 1, Nets 2 and 5? But we are going to have, we're even on our pick this year. Projected, okay, we have the 26th pick in the draft. Dude, Billy Donovan is an absolute just game changer. I don't know. Dude, something about Billy Donovan. Dude, every time I get him in a freaking NBA 2K rebuild, we just go so good. We're such a good team. As you can see, we just saw right now, we just won 56 wins with the Utah Jazz with Billy Donovan. Something about this man, Billy Donovan, that 2K loves. And I don't know what it is, but maybe 2K knows something. Maybe the Chicago Bulls are going to be a sneaky good team. We have the 26th pick in the draft, though, so we can see if we can stack with that late in the first round. So we got Hal. It doesn't matter who we take here. We'll take this guy named Ron Mack. We'll leave it like that. Team and player options. We'll accept everybody here. We'll decline Luke Cornett's contract up. Qualifying offers. I'm going to extend Kyle Filipowski. Obviously, we're going to do that. Otherwise, just oh my goodness. I forgot to trade Isaiah Collier, dude. All right, well, a sign and trade will have to happen again. Damn, I keep forgetting to trade these guys. I'm not going to re-sign, but all right, we'll go ahead and probably just sign and trade Isaiah Collier. We'll re-sign Kyle Filipowski to be our backup center. I don't know if we'll bring back Cody Williams at this point. I don't really think it's worth it. I think there's better guys better than him at this point. He just haven't lived up to the potential yet, and I think we can make a trade this offseason. I don't know. I just think if guys don't develop like they need to, I think we could make a trade. That's all I'm saying. But, you know, I'm going to sign and trade Isaiah Collier too, like I said. So we'll go ahead and re-sign Filipowski, and we'll sign and trade Isaiah Collier. So Cody Williams is an offer from the Clippers, which we could match this. 3 or $39 million isn't bad. But I think other guys will develop in the rotation ahead of him, man. And I feel like they'll be better than him. So I am going to go ahead and renounce his rights. And then we'll go ahead and he'll go to the Clippers. That's cool if the Clippers can take another one of our players. But I do want to sign Isaiah Collier out of here. Love to bank on the potential of Chris Knack to develop from the Boston Celtics. We have to take on Sam Hauser's contract, but I think we do this trade. We have to trade our 2030 unprotected pick, which I don't love, but we get Chris Knack. He could be a backup center for us, whatever it becomes for us. Then hopefully we have Brandon McCoy develop. Hopefully we have these guards develop off the bench. If not, we have some. So Mark Sears is somebody that develops really good in 2K. I know he's pretty short, but he can definitely do good things. So I might, and he's restricted. So never mind. He's not going to be obtainable unless they match him. So they decline to match him. But okay. I mean, what do we really want to do? So we have our center. I'm probably going to call Philip to get back to power forward now, since we have Chris Snack will hopefully develop for us. And then Stokes will add a 3 point. He has a 73 point. We should be at least taking some threes. Hendricks, and then at the deadline, if we do want to make a trade for a second star or whatever we can find, I'll definitely be willing to do it. Progression, Ace Bailey's up to a 93 overalls. He's already a top player. Shout out to Ace Bailey, dude. Like, crazy, bro. 86 overall, Mikael Brown. Walker Kessler is up. Stokes is up to an 84 overall. Sinak's up to an 82. Clayton is up to an 81. Cam Christie's up to an 81 overall as well. So it'll be interesting to see who get that backup shooting guard spot. John Johnson up to an 80. Holtz up to an 79. McCoy to a 77, Hendry to a 76. So if we really want to, we could stop on 2K Hoop Submit and make a trade. So I already know we have too many players in our team. So if we really want to make a trade before the season starts, we 100% could, obviously, a late offseason trade to, address, maybe one of our biggest needs. We don't really need a star, but if we do really want to get somebody like an absolutely game-changing guy here in Utah, we can 100% do that if we wanted to. I couldn't find a trade. We actually had only 15 players on that team, not more than I thought he did. But at the deadline, I'm definitely open to it. Mikael Brown, Walter Clayton once again start at the 2 for us. Ace Bailey, Tyron Stokes, we gave him his 3-point tendencies back. Walker Kessler, Chris Sinak, Kyle Filipowski, Cam Christie, John Johnson, and Caleb Holt. So I might end up moving John Johnson to backup point guard for now. So it's probably what we'll do. That does leave Caleb Holt out. No, Caleb Holt's in there. Never mind, I'm good on that. And then that does leave Hendricks out the rotation. And Anthony Thompson and Brandon McCoy. But I'm fine. I'll just see y'all probably maybe at the deadline, maybe at the end of the season. We'll be good either way. Yeah, Dyson Daniels for the Atlanta Hawks at the trade deadline. He'd be a perfect fit for our starting shooting guard. I like what Walter Clayton has brought to the table, but I feel like Dyson Daniels would make us a locked and loaded contending team. So I'm gonna offer Hauser's contract. We have the money, we have a bunch of cap space, dude. We can absorb Daniels' contract right up, which is crazy. Look at our salary cap breakdown. 140 million, that's all we're paying. So in theory, we would, like I said, be able to afford it, which is just crazy. So I'm gonna see if I can trade. Obviously, it'll have to include Sam, or might have a trade exception or something. I'm not quite sure why it's saying it's valid, but and then who else would we have to trade? Taylor Hendricks probably a young player as well. Who would it be? Caleb Holt might have to be in the trade, which so we are getting Dyson Daniels, like I said. A first-round pick. This Clippers pick we could trade. We could trade our own 2032 unprotected. This might be enough to get him. We'll see. We'll have to take on some minimum contract or something. So these 2 players, what do they say to this? Is that enough? It is. They want Ron Mack. Look at me. Sure, absolutely sure. Thank you, Hawks. We got Dyson Daniels now. We still have other guys that might want to move out of here now. But I think Cam Christie or Walter, I was going to say they can move the small forward, but I don't think that'll be able to work. So who was playing small forwards originally in that trade? Caleb Bull was playing. So I guess now we can do, if Cam Christie goes up at small forward, that'd be nice. So he could definitely play that position for us for now. So here's what we're going to be rolling with the rest of the season. So Mikael Brown, Dyson Daniels, Ace Bailey, Stokes, Walker Kessler, Chris Sinak, Cam Christie, Kyle Filipowski, Walter Clayton, and John Johnson as your 10-man rotation. So we went in. We got our guy Dyson Daniels, one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA, right? So we're in a balanced system. We'll see y'all at the end of the season. MVP, CJ Rozier is your Rookie of the Year. Caleb Wilson, 6-man average, 22 off the bench. We got defensive player going to Wayne Westbrook, going to Dash Daniels, clutch player going to Cade. Coach Years, Tyronn Lue and the Suns. Lynch Alford is your executive. But we finished off as the number 2 seed in the Western Conference, which is great. So our number 2 seed, we finished off 61-21, so right below the first seed. Obviously is great. We were amazing this year. Team stats, we can look at that. Offensive rating. Bro, when we first started, we were the worst offense and defense, one of the worst offense and defenses. Now we're the second best offense, and then defensive rating, we were number 2. So the Suns and the Jazz, there's 2 really good teams there. So number 2 offense and number 2 defense. That's pretty good in my opinion. I'll take that. The Suns must have had a crazy team because I don't know what the heck, but Player stats, I think I already looked at this already. We had about 28 from Ace Bailey with 7 rebounds. Bro, Ace Bailey has been so good in this video, bro. We had 19 from Mikael Brown. We had about almost 15 from Stokes, obviously. He took 3-pointers this year, so that's good. We had 10 from Chris Sinak. He was a steal also getting him in that trade. He's under rookie contract for another year, too. 9 from Cam Christie, or I guess 10. 9 from John Johnson, 9 from Clayton, 8 from Filipowski, 7.5 from Dyson Dale, 7 from Walker Kessler. So I guess what we could do is we could go 9-man rotation here in the playoffs. So we're going to do that, and we're going to shrink the bench utilization down like we usually do to a 25. Okay, we got the Houston Rockets in round 1. We have DeJounte and Ahmed Thompson, which I feel will fit really well together. Hugo, Jabari, Şengün, Reed Shepard, Tari Eason, Savion Drizic, however you say that name, Omer Mayer, Jake Laravia. So in round 1 against Houston, we are going to sweep them. And we're in the second round to play the Dallas Mavericks. So this should be hard, but Kyrie Irving, Nick Smith Jr., Flag, Anthony Davis, Lively, Gafford, Alonzo, Malik Monk, Torrey. So, I mean, maybe we could beat them. Who knows? They're not really like the number 1 seed like they usually are, but they're still a top 3 seed in this Western Conference. Is a great Western Conference. They still won 60 games, so they're going to take game 1. We're going to even it up, though. They're up 2-1. They're up 3-1. And it doesn't look like we are going to go home here to the Dallas Mavericks, which sucks. But at least it's good that we even got to the second round. I mean, Dallas is always going to be a hard team to play. It's not over yet. Oh, there it is. Okay. We're going to lose to the Mavericks. Mavericks is a different team, harder to face. So I'm going to obviously keep going. We're not going to give up on that. But we'll head straight to the NBA draft lottery, as probably not going to have a pick once again, like I said. Hawks get 1 after that, but okay, after making that trade for Dyson Daniels. But we don't have a pick in this. Our pick goes to Cleveland Cavaliers, pick 29. So we'll skip past the draft and go straight to team play options. So Kel Brown, Stokes will accept everybody here. Qualifying offers, Ace Bailey is a must resign. We're not letting him go, obviously. So after we resign Ace Bailey, we'd be above the second apron. The Pelicans are all in on him, but to make sure he signs with us. So he wants to go to the Pelicans, but obviously we're going to match that contract. He's not leaving. And we can re-sign Walter Clayton Jr. So Ace Bailey will obviously match him. We're not letting him go anywhere. And that's probably the only thing when to do this. We have money to sound like Desmond Bain, Jamal Murray. These guys look like they're pretty washed up now. Willie Markkinen is afraid. We traded him at the beginning of the video, obviously. So he didn't really work out with San Antonio, as you can see. So I'm glad we traded him before he started to regress like crazy. Look at this. As soon as he left Utah, he was terrible. But I think I'm not going to do much. I'm going to go straight to what is the thing we need to fill. So, no, we have everything filled out like I wanted to. I'll see y'all at the end of the season after we look at player progression. Ace Bailey's up to a 96 overall. Kel Brown's up to a 90. Stokes up to an 88. Daniel's up to an 88. Snacks up to an 85. John's up to an 84, as well as Cam Christie. McCoy's up to an 81. Anthony Thompson and Jackie Thorpe are developing in the background as well. But I don't think Banner McCoy is going to get... I mean, he could play over Clayton and move him to the 2. If he goes up at the 2, in that case, he could play over Clayton, which he actually does. But I'll move him to the 2, though, still. We'll see if he ends up getting playing time. But I'll see y'all at the end of the season. We'll see if we can finally make a deep run in the playoffs. Wembanyama wins the MVP this year. Rookie year going to Tony... I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. But, dude, I ain't lie. Billy Donovan is the greatest coach in NBA history. This guy, I'm getting him in every single rebuild. No one's going to stop me. 73-9, dude. Billy freaking Donovan, dude. Beauty. But I don't know how we're this good. Wemby, All-NBA first team. Do we get, like, Ace Bailey making it? Really, Ace Bailey to make an All-NBA team? I'm pretty sure this guy has crazy stats. But, once again, 73-9, the best record in the league, is absolutely insane. I'm guessing we're like number 1 on offensive and defensive rating, 1 offensive rating, and number 1 on defensive ratings. You absolutely love to see it. There's other stuff you look at as well, like rating differential, field goals made, we were number 1, 3-pointers made, we were number 4. That doesn't matter, right? All that matters about how good our offensive defense was. We got about 29-7 from Ace Bailey. His best year yet, 46% from 3. This is his best year yet. How did he not make an All-NBA team? Ace Bailey's been robbed. At least he made 3 All-Star teams, but him not making an All-NBA team throughout his entire career is absolute robbery. Mikael Brown's literally the perfect co-star, averaging 22 points, 16 from Stokes. We had 11 from Cam Christie, 10 from John Johnson, 10 from Sinak, 7 from Kessler, 7 from Dyson, 6 from Walter Clayton, 5 from Kyle Filipowski, and then I guess McCoy and Walter Clayton both played a little bit, but I am going to go 8-man rotation this year as we have round one, the Golden State Warriors in the play-in tournament. So they have a 70 overall starting point guard. That's all I should know right there. But they have Pods. He left and re-signed with the team, though. On like a big contract, like a one-year deal, a big contract. It's crazy. Marcus Spears, Kaminga, Jokic. We shouldn't lose this team. Obviously, Bryson Spot went to the Warriors. He went down, or he was only a Sendero. He didn't develop much either. So I guess it was the right decision to let him go. He wouldn't have had a role with the team anyway. He's a pretty good player, but he wouldn't have had a role. Trust me. We got Minnesota now in round two. So we did lose this team, I think, last year. They have Rob Dillingham, Ant-Man, McDaniels, John Collins, Nas Reed, Patrick, Noah, Jace Richardson, quickly, and Nicholas Carl. So in round two, they're going to take game one. So not great. We're going to even it up. We're up 2-1. We're up 3-1, and we're going to beat them at 5 to play the Phoenix Suns in round 3. This is the team that's been low-key cooking. They have Kevin Porter Jr. averaging 16 in the playoffs for them. Okay. They have Bilal Coulibaly. They have Hugo Gonzalez at the 3. Jimmy Soha, Jalen Duren, Kamal Malawach, Dariq Whitehead, Liam McNeely, Ryan Dunn, Clowney. All right, I mean, we'll see if we can get it done. I definitely think we could. Game one, we're going to take game two. We're going to take game three and game four. They're going to take the game five. We're going to beat the five to be in the finals. So Utah is, I don't think Utah's ever won a championship in their entire career or franchise, actually, but now we got their little Magic in the finals. The Magic have Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Paul Carroll, Lionel James. Is he really starting at center? Is he really their full-time starter? He is. Wow. I think Walker Kessler and the backup, who's backup again? Phil, Kristen Ack should be able to eat. No way I forgot my team starting backup center, bro. That's crazy. But I think we should be able to get it done. We didn't have to deal with the Mavericks throughout this entire thing, which is great. They lost in round two to the Phoenix Suns. That's amazing. But game one, we're going to take. Game two, we're going to take. Game three, and we're about to sweep them. And just like that, I think we've officially brought Utah Jazz a championship. It's something I actually didn't think I did in 2K25. So that's amazing. So we brought the Utah Jazz a championship, 117-87. Shout out to Ace Bailey. This video wasn't possible without him turning into an absolute stud for us. And that's what you love to see. I'm going to end it off on that. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was really fun rebuild to do, honestly. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.